Well, it was WrestleMania 27, and it did happen last Sunday. Of course, WrestleMania 27 wasn't the greatest WrestleMania, wasn't the worst WrestleMania, but it was a great WrestleMania. It was an okay WrestleMania, I guess. And before I get to that, I do want to mention, I'm gonna do a full review of it. But I did purchase the true story of WrestleMania DVD, and on that DVD, I do want to mention, they kind of scanned through, all the WrestleManias, and they really just blew by WrestleMania 8 and basically called it a piece of shit WrestleMania, which I completely disagree with. WrestleMania 8, they just kind of pissed it away like it was a piece of crap WrestleMania. I think that's the biggest bunch of BS I've ever heard. Shawn Michaels versus Tito Santana opened the event. That was a great match. Roddy Piper, Bret Hart, great match. Randy Savage, Ric Flair was a good match. And Sid Justice at the end with Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior coming back was kind of exciting and cool in a way. It was a little bit weird, but, that's odd to me. I mean, I would have picked like WrestleMania 11 maybe, or like WrestleMania whatever, I don't know. But anyway, on to WrestleMania 27, what my predictions were. Was I right? Was I wrong? Well, I was pretty confident that I was going to get every single match right, and I didn't get two of them right. The 8-man tag. Well, let's start with the 8-man tag, which was basically 2 minutes long. It was just stupid. To boot Sheamus and Daniel Bryan off the card, to have this piece of shit match, or I guess they figured we don't have enough time for Daniel Bryan Sheamus, so boot that off, and the 8-man tag is just going to be 2 minutes, and we'll get to showcase 8 people. So, I guess that worked out for him that way, but it really was just stupid. I mean, whatever. Anyway, I was right about that match. Santino's team won, of course. Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan. I predicted Sheamus would win. That match didn't happen, so that's a non-qualifying opinion there. Snooki and her team, they won, so I was right there. So far, 2 for 2. Rey Mysterio versus Cody Rhodes. I said Cody Rhodes would win, and he did. There, I'm 3 for 3. Now, on this other one, kind of strange, Jerry Lawler versus Michael Cole. I picked Jerry Lawler to win, and he originally did, until it was overturned by the manager. So I'm counting that as a half, because technically Jerry Lawler won, but they did some stupid thing with the general manager. That was just stupid. Randy versus CM Punk. Randy Orton versus CM Punk. I said Randy Orton would win. I didn't think that match was that great. And of course Randy won, so that makes me 4 for a half. That makes me 4 for a half. Undertaker versus Triple H. Great, best match of the night, of course. Awesome match. It wasn't, I can't say that it was better or as good as Shawn Michaels' Undertaker, but it was different. It was a kind of different type of, it was more brute force and than Shawn Michaels, but I don't know how to explain the match. It was really great though. And Undertaker won. I predicted that, obviously. Most people did anyway. So I am now 5 for a half. 5 and then a half on my losses, on my wrongs. And here's where I went wrong on the 2 world title matches. John Cena versus The Miz. I picked John Cena to win. He did not. So now I'm 5 and 1.5. And then Edge versus Del Rio. Del Rio did not win. I picked Del Rio. Edge won and retained the title. And I was wrong there. So 5 and 2.5 for WrestleMania this year. I was not a lock like I thought. I was very confident going in about those world title matches, but didn't happen. Of course, the interference with The Rock, I was correct with that. But you know what? So wasn't every single other person that knew that would happen. Now, I didn't think that there was going to be a countout and that The Rock would restart the match and cost Cena the title. I just thought The Rock was going to cost Cena the title. That's all I knew. So the countout thing was interesting, and then restarting the match was different. I thought it was just going to end on a countout, and then maybe, John Cena would get attacked by The Rock, and it would end that way. But they went as far as to actually have Miz win and have The Rock take out Cena to set up WrestleMania 28, which is another story we'll get to at another time. We're going to be back in a second, of course, talking about some more wrestling, and this is Rage Internet Radio. I'm Dan Cronin once again, And you can go to rageinternetradio.com to see the live webcast and video. And we'll be back after this.